My name is Randy, and I am the world's foremost collector of amusement park memorabilia. That includes pinball machines and all kinds of artifacts. I have millions of dollars in equipment. I've been saving things since I'm 11. I had my first pinball machine. I still have it. Over the past 40 years, I was given machines by people who wanted to give them because I knew I would take care of them. I worked for machines in lieu of pay, and in large part, I sacrificed. I saved my money and I bought machines. My biggest problem is I don't have enough space. This building is over 20,000 square feet. It's jam-packed. Things hanging from the ceiling, top of each other, underneath each other. I have much more in storage. I have another 20 tractor trailers sitting in an airport that I pay storage on. I'm the ultimate hoarder in the definition of people who want to say you just grab everything. It might be an obsession to someone else who's just collecting it because they want to collect machines, but it's not collecting just because I'm collecting machines. It's collecting because this is who I am. It sits closed. It's heartbreaking. Here's the wonderful world of Randy. Randyland in its glory, as best as it can be with the square footage that I have, not open to the public. This building has been closed for over 10 years. Why? The city says you can't have more than 5 coin-operated machines unless you have an arcade license. And an arcade license can only be granted if you're on the boardwalk. It's total nonsense. I'm setting up a new arcade in the Boardwalk Mall. Season's coming quick. So we definitely need to get the arcade running. And literally, there's no equipment over there at all. I have a few months window, but you're talking about a huge undertaking. There's nothing here that's garbage. So it's not like you can just come with a dumpster and throw out the whole shit. We're just going to have to relocate because nothing is going anywhere.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Matt.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. This is a really different situation. Normally, we're trying to throw things away. Today, we're not going to do that.
Better believe it.
It's actually the ultimate hoard. I mean, really, this is the Mount Rushmore of hoarding. We are here to move things from point A to point B. Randy is stuck in life. He's really basically just paralyzed in life. We want to kind of jostle Randy around and help him get past collecting and start showing these items out. All right, we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, let's do it. That big blue one there. How'd you even get it in here?
Muscles, my friend.
Good Lord.
All we got to do now is get it down the stairs. It looks worse than it is.
It looks pretty bad,
right? Here
Randy.
with only a couple friends, so.
All right, and that big thing over there, what's that? Is that the base?
That's the back part.
That's got to be at least 10,000 pounds.
This is a horse race game. That's where the horses will run across.
All right, let's do it.
All right, go slow. I know it's tight. It's tight. All right, slow up, not too fast.
Yeah, guys, please take your time with it. Hold it, hold it. Once it starts going down the steps, it ain't stopping. We know that. This is getting dangerous.
Your guys were the ones here, and they were the ones supposed to be doing it, but they're not capable of doing this kind of move. They're not used to this.
It's not the ability of my guys. My guys will give you every ounce of their energy. This is not safe. Just like with any other hoarding job, we are now realizing that the emotions are a part of this job.
If I can move that by myself, why couldn't 15 guys move it with the tables on it? The tables are not that much weight. If they knew what they were doing, they would not have had a problem.
All right, so obviously this has changed since lunch. I hear you got this down on your own.
Well, you had lunch, I didn't. I moved the counter.
How'd you do it?
I did it by myself, using intelligence, experience, and leverage. You went to lunch, and I moved the equipment. We
right
figured
there,
it out.
that's where I'm getting frustrated.
Okay.
You didn't have to just say that.
You're in over your head. You're used to dealing with people cleaning their garbage.
I need everything.
This is more than you know.
I need to talk. He is a hoarder. He has a disease. I'm fine that he has a disease, and I'm here to help him. But don't treat me like a jerk. Where I'm really frustrated is that you're just saying, oh, Matt's an idiot. He can't do anything. He's stupid. So I'll just blow it off on Matt. That is condescending to me. I'm telling you, please do not do that to me anymore.
I think that some people might feel that I'm talking down to them, but I'm not. I thought we were adults here. We're not little children looking for lollipops and tears.
I told you that I would move it. You did this to show me that you could do it on your own.
I did this
and
to
that's
show
fine.
you how ridiculous
You know,
it was that one person can move it alone, but 20 people couldn't
get
move it
that.
with the tops on it.
Fine.
I think that's evident.
You showed me.
I have a higher standard of obligation than you.
I disagree with what you're saying. I want to still set this up for you. I cannot make Randy perfectly happy today. What I can do is continue to work, not waste any more time today arguing. We still have to set up this arcade the best that we can. I was trying to hustle and get out of the elevator, and I wasn't paying attention, and I slammed my hand right in the middle of these two doors. I don't know if I broke it or just messed it up, but man, it hurts. So I gotta leave these guys to finish up while I go to the hospital and get my hand checked out.
Let's park it right over here. You got it. Park it right there, right down, perfect. I would say I'm optimistic, but I'm cautious. Cautious optimism. I don't ask anybody to do anything that I don't do and have done myself, and many times.
All right, cool. 1, 2, 3, go.
Keep going.
Go. We lost a couple dollies.
All right, listen, bring the crowbar over here. Now we need the 2x4s. We gotta go to that side of that blue pole.
Everybody now!
Hold on, hold.
By taking over the job,
Watch out.
Randy was able to take on the task in a very heroic way, really enjoying the process of teaching people what to do.
You're now professional, monstrous game movers.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I came here to, you know, manage a big move, and the biggest lesson for me was get out of the way.
So what do you think? Did you think it was possible?
Not at first.
The real lesson here is that Randy is a hoarder, and he's learning to trust people, and we couldn't ask for any more. I just hope we come back later this summer and we're playing games in here, man.
Oh, are you kidding? They all got golden passes.
This was, ironically, a roller coaster. But at the end of the day, we've got an arcade set up.
For Randy, the collecting is so much a part of his defined mission. Just as in most hoarders, they have what they believe is a valid reason for acquiring and holding on to things. My concern is that this will not stop the collecting.
This first year, it's going to be a rough year to get through. We're going to be staggering along, but wait till next year.
I'm Kathleen. I'm a retired teacher. My house, it looks like a bomb went off in a warehouse. It's gotten to the point where I can't manage the mass of stuff that I've got.
My name's Kristen, and I'm Kathleen's daughter. My mom, she's got projects that could line the block. She'll bring home stuff from big arts and crafts stores, bags full. She goes to the dollar store, she goes to consignment shops, she'll go to thrift stores, name it, she brings it.
I don't know how this got so out of hand.
My mom, I think, has really fun, weird things in her house, but she also has weird things.
I have baby possums preserved in a jar.
She's got a box with dried out dead birds and mice, and she will comb the cats and put it in piles and put it in bags.
I found a dead bird.
My mom has an owl in the freezer. Actually, my mom has 2 owls in the freezer.
It's been there since 2000.
Lots of feathers. She's got bugs.
I picked up roundworms. I think I've got tapeworms.
You know, when you walk into her house and there's a container of like 50 to 80 cicada husks. What are you doing with that? I don't know. My mom has been with me almost 1.5 years. You know, when she came, the disorder followed her, and it's gotten to the point where I can't even function in my own home.
I feel like Typhoid Mary. I have started filling her house.
You can't sit at the dining room table to have a meal. You can't watch TV. I sleep on the couch because she's hoarded her way out of the guest bedroom and is now in mine. I'm afraid of what people will say when they come in my house, so I just like her, I don't let anybody in anymore. I told her that if we didn't get help for her, that I couldn't have her come back. And that is the worst thing I've ever had to do.
I'm upset that she's got to tell her mom that she is at the end of her rope with my junk.
I'm Gary, and I'm Kathleen's son. Yeah, my dad, I always joked that he was like Mr. Brady. You know, he's just a great dad. He was a great guy. We just had a great time. It was a very close-knit family.
I never was so attached to a guy in my life.
Shortly after my dad died, the ship just took a hard right in the wrong direction.
I dealt with the funeral, but after that, there was a big hole. That's when I started to unravel.
I feel like I lost both my parents with that train accident, and it was like being orphaned. All of her just went away. She shut down and disappeared.
Nobody loved me like my husband.
I have to go as far as kicking my mom out of my house because it's the only way that I can see to get her the help she needs.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. How are you?
I would say scared.
Being scared is kind of a normal thing, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. Walking
It
back
is.
into your life, but it's a good deal. I'm Dr. Suzanne Chabot, and I specialize in OCD and hoarding disorder.
Ready to go?
Ready.
That way.
Let's go.
Okay. If you don't know where the pizza boxes are with the cicadas in them, then you've got to save these.
On normal hoards, we would throw this away. But because we know the value of nature to you, we left it so we could get an understanding.
I just think there's no way anybody's gonna get any use out of this. What are you gonna do with these, though, honestly?
These I can sell on eBay, and they
You're
make
not
fair
gonna
money.
sell these on eBay.
Gary expressed that he's eager to get rid of so much. So he may have to come up face to face with his mom and challenge her to do something she's not ready for.
You know, I just see a bunch more rooms that need to be hauled out. I feel compelled to go, come on, come on, come on, throw it out, throw it out, throw it out. Let's go, let's move.
I just don't understand.
I need talking through because obviously nobody's talked me through this hole.
Can we just spend 10 minutes arguing over cicada husks and I know mean something to you, but is it the cicadas or is it us and you?
I think it's hard for you, a mom that's been so competent in so many ways, to be someone who has a disorder.
Well-
and that your children have to help you work through this.
It's heartbreaking and it makes me really sad. But I know it's the disorder in the way.
Nobody's ever given a I'm so tired of being thought of as a lunatic.
But you're not a lunatic.
Because to me, these are just marvelous.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these in a box.
You're not a
Okay.
lunatic, Mom.
So you get we care and we get we understand you, right?
Right.
Next negotiation, let's talk about how we can take the whole thing, quickly whittle it down to small things that represent who you are and get rid of the things that are clogging the arteries of this family. This is clogging the arteries of the family. I want dinners here. I don't want it covered in mouse and cicada husks.
Okay. Oh, good God. And my little treasures.
When people die suddenly, people do crazy things. They will keep an ashtray with a cigarette in it that the person smoked. You wanted everything that his life touched, right?
It was taken so suddenly, there was nothing left. And this is really sad. But that's all I had. I guess it was kind of nuts.
No, I think people do all kinds of things when a person dies that other people might think are crazy, and you have a right to do that, okay? What we don't think is normal is that you still have it. He did live. He was alive. He was in your life. But is your husband in this ashtray?
No.
I think it was critical that my mom deal with my dad's stuff. I mean, she locked that stuff away. She was cigarette butts in a Ziploc bag because she didn't want to lose one more piece of who he was.
You know, that was one of the top 3 cathartic moments, I'm pretty sure, of this whole venture.
Let her be the mother she couldn't be for you when this happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that, honey. It's okay. I'm sorry about leaving.
We're here now.
This is their time to grieve in a way that they were never able to grieve before.
We should burn this in the front yard.
Welcome to Kathleen's Nature Center.
I'm thrilled she could have her own place for her nature collection. And if she wants to have these white hornet nests that took her 25 years to find, hell yeah, let her celebrate and be who she is without shame.
Oh my God. I've never seen them out in the open like this.
I don't think I could begin to tell you how buried an interest this was, because I was always embarrassed and fearful. Eyes have been rolled at me more times than not.
This makes it look completely sane and like a teacher, an explorer, an adventurer who has collected along the way to showcase what is magical about this earth.
Good job.
Good job. Good job.
From an organizing perspective, we got so much done. This is a 4-bedroom house, and we cleared the whole darn thing and cleaned it. Kathleen was able to let go of 6 tons of stuff. Hands down, this is the fastest cleanup I've ever seen.
It looks as good as it did when we first moved in.
I think my dad's definitely around. I think he had a hand in a lot of this. I know that's wacky, but I do. I mean, he's everywhere. He's in every room, and he's in all of us all the time.
I think if he wasn't ever at peace because of going on or not going on here, he's probably at peace now.
I am Lydia. I am a homemaker. I grew up in Puerto Rico up to 16, 17, and I came to New Jersey. And I've been here all these years.
My name is Michael, and Lydia is my mom. My mom keeps everything. You know, it can be a screw, it can be a pin, it could be, you know, a box, a bag.
Angels, figurines, knickknacks, ornaments, little birds, little dollies. Oh, flowers, forget it. I go bananas.
My name is Anthony, and Lydia is my mom. I know she keeps family photos, childhood arts and crafts that we've created. All my childhood stuff is there.
I am too sentimental. Maybe that's no good, I don't know.
The house wasn't cluttered when I was little, you know, when I was a kid. You know, there was space, we had the sofas, the living room, we could run around the house. But it was after me and my 2 brothers started leaving, and all this stuff just started adding up. I think she's got that empty nest syndrome or something like that. Doesn't matter how you are or whatever, but your mother doesn't stop loving you. You know, she'll always want to take care of you. And, you know, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be there now, you know. I was walking out of the house, and I just lost all complete feeling in my legs. I called my mom. I said, Mom, I can't feel my legs, I can't walk.
I took him to the emergency room, and they says that he has an infection on his leg, but went up to his neck. And from there, now he cannot move at all. He have to come here. He have nobody else.
I'm Greg Frank, and I am the occupational therapist / contractor. It's my job to let the medical team know whether or not the condition is safe. Michael can't go home right now. First of all, he can't get in the front door or the back door. There are obstacles inside the doorways. There's pieces of furniture, there are boxes, things that are gonna make it so that you and I could walk through there but you can't take a wheelchair that has a 25-inch span and propel it through there without running into an obstacle.
If they don't let me go home, they would, want me to go like a nursing home facility.
Now, unfortunately, there aren't facilities for people his age.
And if they put him in one of those old people nursing homes, then he's not going to have the care that he's getting living here.
No, I don't want to go to a nursing home. No, I'm too young for, nursing homes are for older people, and I'm just going to be bored out of my mind in a nursing home, go stir crazy or whatever.
He is depressed.
There are days that you get aggravated, frustrated, and you want to blow up.
I don't want him to go to a nursing home. He's going to be more depressed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. We are here for one reason and one reason only. We want to get Michael back into this house. Lydia's son is still at the hospital. He's supposed to be released within the week. Unfortunately, they cannot release him to this house because there's no way the wheelchair can get in and out of any of the doors. You're probably really nervous, very anxious. I know you're feeling very protective today of your mother.
The hardest part for me is seeing my mother get emotional or getting upset or crying because of what's going on in the home.
Those are all good feelings, okay?
Oh, here's Mikey.
Oh, look at that. Very cool.
I think my mom was crying. She misses me, she wants me home. She's, excited and worried, I guess, about what's going on today.
Okay, so this is the room that's going to be Michael's. Here are trophies. Now, these are the trophies that your friend had given to you.
I can put this out in the garage.
No, hold on. We need to make some tough decisions here to save space. What would happen if you let this go?
Will hurt me
Why?
because those are sentimentals to me.
Your love for her love for you is not in these items. They are up here in your head. That will never go away. I think it's more than just these trophies and her connections to her friend. She gets stuck to even think about parting with things that she has a sentimental attachment to. The challenge here is there's this box of trophies that you're very attached to. The conflict is we also have the situation where what's so important to you is having your son at home. And the two things wind up in conflict with each other. Your friend, if we said to her, listen, one of the things we'd have to do is get rid of this box of old trophies for Michael to come home. We need to make room. Do you think she would be happy with that decision or supportive of that decision?
I don't know, because she was like me. She was very sentimental.
Did she like those trophies more, or did she like Michael more?
Well, I know she loved Michael
That shouldn't be a hard question.
and my kids,
Yeah.
but
I mean, this house is a perfect storm of emotions. This is a wonderful family, a loving family. So for us, we're going to need to find a balance.
If it is that you need the space to put your stuff so it doesn't go outside, then just put my bed in the front, in the living room area. It's not like I need a lot of space anyway.
You sure?
Don't worry about it.
Is that what you want, Lydia?
Yeah.
So we're saying living room?
This is a family that really loves each other and they protect each other. Michael was willing to live in the living room just so his mother could keep more stuff. When the family doesn't push the other one to let go of things, they actually make the hoarding worse.
The windows you can, you can bring down the blinds if you moved all the flowers and stuff. Leave in the living room.
Your back pain?
No, and I get the spasm in my legs, and they get tight and they hurt. I love you. Okay, take it easy, okay? Can't stay any longer. My brother left too, so I think she's taking it rough. You know, I think she's more scared than anything else, you know, doing it on her own.
Be careful, Bobby.
Let's go back over there. Just get away from everything.
Sounds like you are thinking about letting those trophies go. But
They're gonna go bye-bye.
how bye-bye? Are we talking on the property out of the house, or are we talking on the truck?
On the
Bye-bye.
truck.
Really?
I think it's fantastic.
But this is good. This means you're taking the better good of the family above your own personal knickknacks.
Yeah, you're taking control back of your home.
That's a good thing.
That was good.
Keep this or let it go.
Take it.
Good job.
Donate it.
That big piece can go?
Yes, that piece.
Wonderful. What is the trash?
That's it.
Thank you.
Very nice work.
Hey, what happened, broke? All that in the...
That's what we're doing. We're
And-
taking everything out of there. Unfortunately, because there's so much glass, things are going to get broke. When something breaks during a cleanup, it becomes an immediate item that you can really focus all the anger and all the blame on. It really has nothing to do with the item.
I said I got a lot of knickknacks.
And you're right, you do have a lot of knickknacks. You also have a son that is paralyzed that is moving into that room very soon. There's no way to get around that anymore. We have to empty that room for him to come home. Period.
Yes, see, trash.
I can give you a 1, 2, right? That's all we got.
Dude, a lot of space. How are you?
I never thought those trophies would leave. That was amazing.
You know, it's a big change. Got rid of stuff and you got me here.
This whole
It's
room.
a good trade-off.
Check out to your right. That whole room is empty now too.
Wow,
So you'll
that's
actually,
a lot of space.
You won't be
Yep.
just stuck here.
Wow. She did it. She got rid of the stuff that she was holding on to for a long time, years and stuff, to get me in the house. I didn't think, to tell you the truth, it was possible, but she did. She did, you know, she did real good. You guys did a tremendous job.
Sorry about your vase. Thank you for letting us in your home. Sorry about that vase.
This is just a first step. Lydia still needs to clean up that bedroom. Michael needs his own space, and hopefully she will follow through with aftercare and start cleaning out those other spaces. But I think we got done what was essential at this point in time.
Thank you, Mama. I love you.